और जैसा इन्होंने कहा एयर पोल्यूशन, तो इस बार की थीम है बीट एयर पोल्यूशन एंड मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एनवायरनमेंट हैज सेड हवा 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 आने दो, जोर से कहिए हवा। जी बिल्कुल, और हम और आप मिलके कुछ सकारात्मक कदम उठाएं आज, और ये बहस सिर्फ डायलॉग तक लिमिटेड ना रहे, because as he said, we do not have a planet B, we have only one planet. And also ahimsa is so central to our worldview, but how many of us are following it? We'll come to that a little later. Now, on behalf of Acharya Lokesh ji and Ahimsa Vishwa Bharati, I extend a very warm welcome to Sadhguru, founder of Isha Foundation. A yogi, a mystic, a visionary, a best-selling author. Sadhguru is ranked as one of the 50 most influential people in India. From 2015 onwards, he has been on the list of 100 most influential living spiritual people in the world. Can we hear it for him? He was conferred the Padma Vibhushan in 2017 for excellence in social work, passionate about the cause of environment and rallying for rivers, and unfailingly witty. Can we hear it again? A huge spirited round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, Sadhguru, he will set a new mantra for today. और आज इनका स्वागत करने के लिए मैं बुलाऊंगी on stage Anil Murarka ji and Jignesh Hirani ji. And I also request dear honorable, very revered Sadhguru to please accept a token of appreciation on from Ji. Anil Murarka ji and Jignesh Hirani ji, जोरदार तालियां. ये एक छोटा सा मोमेंटो हमारी तरफ से on behalf of Ahimsa Vishwa Bharati. We are really honored by your presence, Sadhguru. I now extend, on behalf of Ahimsa Vishwa Bharati, a very, very warm welcome to Swami Ramdev ji, who I've always called. Swami ji, आपको याद होगा, हमेशा मैंने आपको यही कहा है, yogi by destiny or chance and entrepreneur by choice. He should be taking lessons at IIM, yes? Popularly known as scientific sannyasi and the founder of Patanjali Ayurveda, which has seen a meteoric rise in the past few years with revenues crossing crores. So with Swadeshi positioning widely acknowledged, Patanjali's path-breaking sales and his growth trajectory is known by all of us. He has indeed done India proud. जोरदार तालियां स्वामी रामदेव के लिए. मेरे ख्याल आज बच्चा घर में अनुलोम विलोम और योग सीख गया है. And of course, again, our honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji has taken the movement to a next level. तो यहाँ पे मैं आमंत्रित करूंगी श्री महेंद्र भाई तुर्किया जी and श्री मनोज जैन जी को, and I request Swami Ramdev ji to please accept a small token, a small memento of our appreciation. महेंद्र भाई तुर्किया जी, मनोज जैन के लिए भी तालियां हो जाए. Thank you. Thank you, Swami Ramdev. I'm sure a lot of people in the audience are going to ask you a lot of questions on whether you're looking the solar way soon. And now we have with us the very popular, the very eminent, the very versatile Brahma Kumari Shivani ji. Sister Shivani has been a favorite of millions, a practitioner, a teacher of Raj Yoga meditation. At the heart of the teachings of Brahma Kumari's World Spiritual Organization, a movement that has spread to 110 countries. Sister Shivani represents an organization that has promulgated and promoted green solar energy.
Rivers have been the basis of our civilization. But today, we are talking about saving these rivers, which have been the basis of our existence and flourishing of our civilizations. This dire situation has come. We must understand this in India, because most of the solutions that we have brought to this nation is transplanted largely from Europe or North America, which are temperate climates. The nature of those rivers are very different. In the sense, most of the rivers in the world in the temperate climate are fed by glacial waters. The Indian rivers, only 4% of India's rivers are glacial water. Rest of it is rainwater stored in the land and slowly let out. This slow letting of the water from the land can only happen if there is substantial vegetation. When there was enough vegetation, the same monsoons, in India the precipitation or the rain is approximately only… We are supposed to hold it in the land for 365 days. There is no rocket science to this. Simply we have to increase the vegetation. The green cover on the planet or in the country has to go up. Right now, 85% of India's land is being used for agriculture because we are doing agriculture in very inefficient ways. The way we did subsistence agriculture 1,000 years ago, we are still doing it the same way, unnecessarily scratching the land in the name of agriculture. Neither the farmer is flourishing, nor are we saving the ecological fundamentals in a proper way. So the most important thing is to put back at least 30% of the land or 1/3 of the land should go under shade. The only way you can put this back and you can hold water in the soil is, soil must have substantial organic content. Organic content to the soil comes only through the leaves from the tree and animal waste. Trees have gone long time ago. Animals are all traveling abroad. How do you enrich the soil? The soil has become weak, it cannot hold water. There is no way it can hold water. Just to give you an example, in the Ganga basin accounts for 25% of India's geography and 33% of India's food production. In the Ganga basin, we have removed 92% of green cover in the last 50 years. What is our plan really for this nation? 92% we've removed. Because of this, there is no way if we… In the last 100 years, the monsoon, the volume of water coming down in the form of rain on this subcontinent has not come down, it's about the same. Small fluctuations happen year after year, but it's… on an average it's about the same. So the rain has not gone down, the amount of water falling upon the land has not gone down, where will be encouraged to grow trees and harvest trees for their own well-being. If you do not do this, you cannot put green cover back on the land. Without green cover, there is no way you can hold rainfed trees flowing throughout the year because our glacial water is only 4%, as I said.
बिल्कुल सही, जैसे आपने कहा, Sadhguru has said, and I quote him, the simplest solution to rejuvenate India's rivers is to maintain a minimum of 1 kilometer tree cover on the river sides. Forest trees can be planted on government land and fruit trees on farmland. हम में से कितने लोग ये करने जा रहे हैं? Can I see a show of hands, please? ऊपर सब लोग अपने हाथ दिखाइए, if you agree and resonate with this movement. और बिल्कुल जैसे इन्होंने कहा, हम सभी आज थोड़ी देर में प्रतिज्ञा लेने वाले हैं. Coming to the next question, जैसे स्वामी रामदेव जी ने बताया, light pollution. How many of you in this hall know that turtles and sparrows in thousands, thousands of birds are dying because of light pollution, and that too happening in Mumbai suburbs? How many of you know this? हाथ ऊपर करें. I want a show of hands. ये जो blinding lights हम लोग लगाते हैं जागरण में या shopping malls में, we actually do not require those. And there are some birds, ladies and gentlemen, whose migratory path is that of the moonlight, and they somehow do not understand the difference, and they are dying. आज ये मुद्दा भी बहुत ज़रूरी है. And here I would like to also ask you to please, digressing from what Sister Shivani said, with your, humble years, because it is important today to watch Zee Hindustan live and to watch ANI live, because they're all covering this huge program. And if you miss out on any of the words that any of these great spiritual leaders are sharing with you today, go back and tune in. Also tune in to Share India, to Shimaru, and to the Facebook page of Ahimsa Vishwabharati. With that, I come to the second round, and my question now goes out to the very Honorable Sadhguru ji. So my question is, and I think I should be remembering it, and I don't need to flip pages, that isi hall ke bahar, theek bahar, we have the beach outside, and वहाँ पे marine life का बहुत ज़्यादा नुकसान हो रहा है, and that is why I want you to please suggest ways of how we can prevent marine life from dying.
Well, Mumbai city generates 200 million liters of sewage per day. All of it is going straight into the ocean. In many ways, well, I'm your guest right now in the city, but I have to tell you this. Probably this is one of the most irresponsible cities on the planet when it comes to ecological concerns. Well, you're busy because stock market is hitting 40,000, all right. So, yes, economic development, economic activity is important, but economic activity is not a goal by itself. It is only a means to live well. It is not a goal by itself. So, to live well, we need clean air, pure water, healthy food, and all other life should flourish. This is one thing that we need to understand. There is enough data to show that if all the worms, the worm in the earth and in the ocean, everywhere, there are worms. If all the worms die today, anywhere between 14 to 18 months, all life on this planet will end. If all the insects die, in 4 to 6 years, all life on this planet will end. But if all human beings die today, the planet will flourish. So this sense of self-importance that human beings have gathered about themselves is ridiculous, to say the least. In this cosmos, in this cosmic space, this solar system itself is a small speck. It's a very tiny speck in the cosmos. In that tiny speck of a solar system, planet Earth is a micro speck. In that micro speck, Mumbai city is a super micro speck. In that, you are a big man. This is not a small problem, this is a very big problem. Lack of perspective as to who we are in this world, that we are here for a brief amount of time, very brief. If you're living a joyful life, it's very, very brief. If you're living a miserable life, it's a bit long. Have you noticed this? When you're joyful, you're very joyful on a particular day, 24 hours just passed off like a moment. You're miserable, you're depressed, one day feels like a eon. So only miserable people can live a long life. And when you're miserable, you do nasty things to everything around you. When you're happy and joyful, you do wonderful things to everything around you. Hello? So, marine life, well, it's been a major source of food for humanity. That also we've been overdoing. To get a tail, to get the fin of a shark, only the fin is a delicacy. To get the fin of a shark, we kill the whole shark. The word shark in human languages has become as shark means a ruthless killer. I think we should rename human beings as sharks and sharks as something else, because we are the worst killers that you can find on this planet. They kill only for their food, we kill simply, without any purpose. So marine life suffering is on many different levels. There is various levels of pollution, as I said, sewage is going. Fortunately, Maharashtra government is right now making efforts. In another 4 years, at least 70% of the Mumbai sewage will be treated before it goes to ocean. Those steps have been taken. It'll take another 4 years to complete the projects. So, marine life is in serious danger around the world due to variety of reasons. One is maritime transport, another is military experiments happening. If you want to try anything, you try it in the ocean. Another is sewage going in. Today, plastic has become a major process of pollution. See, everything that's given to us, the best things, we have a way of turning it against ourselves. For example, plastic. This is a unpopular thing to say. Plastic is one of the best substances human beings have manufactured, because if you handle it responsibly, you can recycle the same material 1,000 times if you want. Use it and reuse it and reuse it. But the irresponsible usage has made plastic one of the most dangerous substances on the planet. Plastic is not dangerous, irresponsibility has always been dangerous, and that is what we are paying for. We built cities so that we could live more and well-being, but these cities are becoming hotbed of suffering in so many ways. I don't know what's the percentage of population. A percentage of population in the city is living in slums, in the worst possible conditions. Well, our economic activity is unplanned, and our economic activity is not only unplanned on a national level, on individual level also. People are not looking at economic activity as a means for well-being. They think it's an end goal of their life. How much ever you gather, there is no container service in the end. Hello? I'm just informing you. There's no container service in the end to pack up whatever you have and go somewhere, but still most houses have turned into warehouses. So, in this you're not doing what you want to do. If you do what you want to do, it's okay. You're trying to outdo somebody who's next to you. In this, it's going into madness.
बिल्कुल, और जैसे सदगुरु ने कहा, Mumbaikars, how many of you believe that you are going to change today and going to take that pledge today? A very, very valid message for the entire population of Mumbai today. Please protect your beaches. तो आप में से कितने लोग वर्सोवा बीच जाने वाले हैं आज? अफरोज शाह वहाँ सफाई कर रहे हैं और दिखाई दे रहे हैं हर चैनल पे. But besides that, I think he's doing a wonderful job. So, how many of you, can I see a show of hands, please? According to what Sadhguru has advised today.
No, I have not advised them anything. I am not giving any advice.
But we need to…
All I'm saying is, to be human means the significant difference between us and all other creatures on the planet is, we can conduct every aspect of our lives consciously. Do the same things that animals do, we eat, we breed, we die. Only thing is, we can conduct our life consciously, that is the big difference. This is all we need to do, that we conduct our life consciously. If we conduct our life consciously, we will do everything to the extent it is necessary, including the breeding process.
बिल्कुल.